Hello, food enthusiasts and steak lovers. Today is one of those days when the grill calls and we answer with sizzling perfection. For those who have been following me since the start of this delicious journey, you already know my love for steak, grilled over coals, stewed with veggies, roasted or baked, is utterly boundless. And I know many of you share the same fiery passion. So to celebrate this culinary masterpiece that's practically humanity's greatest invention, I'm baking the finest beefsteaks today. Stay tuned and watch closely. You won't want to miss a moment. These days, though, there's a noticeable decline in meat consumption, and for some good reasons. The mass production of meat has sadly compromised its quality. The stuff we see in supermarkets is often pumped full of preservatives just to stretch its shelf life. And let's not ignore the unethical, uncivilized breeding practices that harm both animals and the ecosystem. Despite these concerns, I believe we shouldn't give up on meat entirely. Instead, we need to rethink how it's raised and produced. Imagine this: eco-friendly, humane livestock farming that respects animals and the environment while delivering the highest quality meat. That's where the magic of conscious cooking comes in. Whenever I cook steak, I make it a priority to source beef that's been well cared for, ethically raised, and properly fed. It's a small choice, but one that makes a big difference, both on the plate and beyond. Now, I've poured a generous drizzle of olive oil, harvested and produced in my home country of Azerbaijan, a little taste of tradition in every drop. And now, I'm adding a handful of rosemary leaves. A couple of bay leaves join the party too, infusing the dish with their subtle herbal magic. Together, they'll transform this steak into something extraordinary. Usually I rely on the oven to bake my steaks, but today I'm upping the ante. I've decided to put the tandoor into action. Why? Because nothing beats that genuine smoky aroma it infuses into the meat. The tandoor doesn't just cook the steak, it transforms it, leaving it so tender and flavorful it practically melts in your mouth. Let's talk about choosing the perfect steak. This is where it all begins. First, always look for that beautiful marbling, the fine white streaks of fat running through the meat. This is the secret to a juicy, tender steak. Second, give it a press. Fresh, high-quality meat should spring back to its original shape. And don't forget the color. A rich, deep red hue is your best friend. If it looks pale or grayish, steer clear. Oh, and here's a quick hack. Sniff it. Fresh meat has a clean, neutral aroma. If anything smells off, walk away. Trust these tips and you'll never end up with a dud. Before we continue, let's take a moment to talk about you, my amazing viewers. Your support means everything to me, and it's what keeps this culinary journey alive and thriving. If you're enjoying the recipes, the stories, and the little nuggets of kitchen wisdom we share here, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
Meleki.
I'm whipping up a salad that's kind of like a traditional Greek salad, but with my own twist. Instead of black olives, which you'd usually see in the classic recipe, I'm going for green olives. They add a vibrant freshness to the dish and complement the main course beautifully. Paired with cubes of soft feta cheese, they bring that creamy, slightly tangy kick that ties everything together. It's funny, whenever I start talking about food, I just can't stop. But that's what brought us together, isn't it? Food is our shared passion. Speaking of Greek salad, in my humble opinion, the red onions are the unsung heroes. They weave through the cucumbers, tomatoes, peppers, and olives, leaving a trail of umami goodness with every bite. Simply genius, isn't it? You've probably noticed by now that any salad I make is never complete without a generous handful of chopped greens. There's just something magical about those herby, tangy, and slightly peppery undertones. They elevate the flavor palette and make the dish feel so much more vibrant and alive. A drizzle of fresh lemon juice for that zesty pop. A drizzle of high-quality olive oil to tie it all together. Now let's have a taste.
It's done.
Well done, Kanan. A perfectly balanced union of vegetables, cheese, and greens. Every element shines, yet they come together in harmony. This is what makes cooking so rewarding. I'm all done with the cooking now. All that's left is to wait for the steak and enjoy every bite of it. In the meantime, a warm cup of Azerbaijani tea will help keep our hungry stomachs in check until it's time to feast. I have some dried flower buds and herbs for tea, a little tradition that brings warmth and calmness to any meal. A must-have ingredient, rosehip. It's not just about its vibrant, tangy flavor. It's packed with vitamin C and has been cherished for centuries as a natural remedy for boosting immunity and overall health. Adding rosehip to tea gives it a unique depth of flavor, fruity, slightly tart, and incredibly refreshing. Now, I might surprise you with what I'm serving alongside my tea, a jam made from green olives. Yes, you heard that right. In Azerbaijan, we love crafting jams from everything, even the unexpected. You might think, what else do they make jams from? Well, I promise we haven't ventured into bark jams just yet. I'm kidding, of course. Olive jam is one of those unique Azerbaijani traditions that truly stands out. It's a sweet, aromatic delight that pairs beautifully with tea and is a testament to our inventive culinary culture. Wow, this green olive jam is something else. Sweet and savory at the same time, it's like the bitterness from the olives just fades into this smooth, sugary goodness. If you are enjoying this journey so far, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps, and you won't miss out on any of the deliciousness to come. Just look at these steaks. The slow cooking in the tandoor has let all those juices and fats mix together, creating something truly special. It's all wrapped up, ready to tease our taste buds and warm our hearts. Now, let's get this beauty on the table and dig in. The feast is about to begin.
Gülşah da hazırdı, gel. Gel sen.
Это мясо? Это как-то делают.
Вкусно.
All right, from here on, it's tough to keep narrating because honestly, the thick layer of fat on this steak is pure bliss. It's creamy, fatty, and just a little crispy on the edges.
It's perfect, guys.
Thanks so much for spending the day with me and my daughter. We really appreciate you being part of this little yet meaningful culinary journey.
Guys, thank you for watching. If you like, don't forget to subscribe. Salam alaikum. See you soon.
Take care, everyone. Your chef, Kanan Badalov.